intro because what I'm going to talk about now, it's not pretty. Yeah, friends, I'm going to talk about school. Dun dun dun! Let me start by saying that at first I didn't really want to make this video because I thought that eventually school would just back off and the rest of the year would just go by smoothly. But as you can see by the fact that I am still willing to do this rant, the problem is there. Unfortunately, school just got even worse and it didn't get any better because let's be honest, this is not the gay rights campaign. It doesn't get better. That's not how it works. Anyways, here it is. I know what you're thinking. That's a pretty vague title. Well, I really couldn't come up with anything better, so just stick with me, please. Anyways, school. This year I'm a senior, and to be honest, despite the fact that years ago I gave up the idea of expecting stuff. I didn't want to put up with any type of expectations because I knew every single year the first day of school would suck big time. But this year, before I entered my senior year, I couldn't help but at least expect for it to just go smoothly. I expected myself to go swiftly among the lianas of the jungle that is school, which was such a huge mistake. Just don't hold any type of expectations. You are practically setting yourself for destroyment. What? Destroyance. Hold on. Somebody throw a dictionary at me. You know, I cannot even begin to explain how bad my senior year has been. And it's only been about a month. I mean, a month doesn't sound like that much, but it's a lot. It's too much. I can't. I mean, I've been at school for around 15 years. I am done, literally. I would like to go through the different stages of school, starting with freshman year. Freshman year is the worst year ever. I know I just said that my senior year has been really bad so far, but freshman year just takes the cake when it comes to bad high school years. This is the year in which everybody regrets what they do and say every day for the rest of their lives. Always. You know, the Harry Potter snake type of always. Freshman year, everybody is freaking awkward. Visualize this. Little 14 to 15-year-olds going through pubertal and mental changes, being forced to socialize with new people, and at the same time succumb to the jungle that is high school. Let that sink in. When you're a freshman, let's put it like this. You're a Bambi. You are the gazelle. You are the prey. Don't take this as a sexual innuendo because it's really not. You are the prey of life. Life is the lioness and she's about to get you. She's about to get you bad. Freshman year was the year in which we all found out that life is not a Disney movie. We all went through that. It was not pretty. If I had to describe freshman year in a word, it'd just be awkward. Everybody feels awkward. Mentally, physically, just in every single way. Plain awkward. If somebody asked me for advice to go through their freshman year, I would genuinely, honestly tell them that I have none. Just try to get through it as fast as possible because there's no way to put it sparkly and pinky and just no. It'll just be plain bad. I'm sorry. And if you've already been there like me, then I hope you're laughing at your freshman year just like I am right now because you can't just do anything else. You can either laugh about it or cry about it, and I know we all would rather laugh about it. It was just so bad. Moving on to the sophomore year, the year in which we all think we're the coolest shit ever. This is the year in which everything seems just fine. You've been there, you feel like you're a pro, even though you really aren't, but don't think about that. Just live your sophomore year. Everything is just right. You also somehow find time to do stuff, to balance your schoolwork, which we all did, and the extracurricular. And let's be honest, most of us were lazy asses on our sophomore year, and even though the classes were easy as hell, we still didn't do homework because at heart we are all natural lazy asses. That's how we work. But yes, when you're a sophomore, you have finally gotten out of the Bambi stage and you're slowly building up to your place as the lion. which is why expectations for your junior year are just fucking high. And also the biggest mistake you could ever make, trust me, do not expect anything. Just brace yourself and don't expect anything. Please just get into your junior year right away and try to face heroically and bravely whatever life is going to throw at you, because it's not going to be pretty. Junior year. Sigh. It's fucking hell. I'm not joking, this is not an exaggeration. Junior year is hell. Well, compared to senior year, it's not that bad. So let's just call it pre-hell. Junior year is your preparation for your entrance to hell. And this is not a metaphor. That is actually how it works. In junior year, schoolwork just starts to build up crazily. And you can't just find a balance between extracurriculars and the fact that you have to study like crazy for the exuberantly important tests that you have every 2 days. Not to mention the non-existent social life. Social life. Where are you, social life? Because I can fucking see where you are. And then if you live in the US or you are planning to go to college in the US, you gotta take the SATs. Another pain in the ass that I'm not going to mention. So yes, junior year, introduction to hell. Which brings us to the next stage, Hell 101, also known as senior year. Now I don't know if I am the only one that's feeling like this, because I've always thought that senior year was supposed to just be cool as hell. You were supposed to just move smoothly and then get the hell out of school. I mean, that is what I got from movies, which has only taught me to never trust movies ever again. But then again, we all do because we're naive. Now, if I had the opportunity to go back in time and tell my junior year self that it would eventually get worse, my junior year self would have jumped off the bridge without any doubts. Because I can actually remember that back then I think that if it got any worse, I would just explode and turn into dust. But yeah, it didn't get any better, and the lioness of life striked once again. I could have never in a million years think of school getting any worse than junior year and freshman year combined. But it actually did. Life outdid herself. And yes, it's her, because she's a bitch. And she's about to get us all. Okay, I'm going to try to explain senior year in a nutshell. Take the awkwardness of freshman year, your constant bragging because you thought you were the shit back in sophomore year, and the amount of responsibilities and stresses that you had in junior year. Take all of that, wrap it up, put it inside a box, close it, and then put a giant red, beautiful bow that says real life on top of it. That's what senior year is all about. Which between you and me is probably the scariest shit ever. College. The dilemma of dilemmas. We gotta admit that we are not the type of Mark Zuckerberg or Steve Jobs kind of genius. Most of us need college, and don't get offended, because if you were that kind of genius, then you wouldn't be watching this video. You'd be out there doing something important and not procrastinating. So yeah, most of us cannot drop out of school because we can't afford it. We're not that smart. But wait! We can't afford college either. So there's no really easy path. You just cannot have it that way. So we rely on the alternative, that is getting a scholarship, which is probably one of the most difficult and impossible tasks that have ever existed. Really, the requirements for you to get a scholarship are pretty crazy. Sorry miss, but you need to at least speak 10 languages, have 4 extracurriculars that you've been doing for 7 years, have a GPA of 5, have an SAT score of 3,000, and be a quarter Native American. Also, you need to be half Gypsy and little African American, because we're not racists. Any questions? Yes. Just one. Is there a bridge nearby? Because I need to fucking jump of it. Man, it's like, whoa, yeah, okay, I get it. I need to be some sort of Avatar / Wolverine / Tony Stark kind of genius person for you to consider to look at my application. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize for looking at your college. I won't do it again. And don't let me talk about the college application essays. they make you question your entire existence. It's like, what's the meaning of life? And you're just standing there like, who the fuck knows that? And then you have no other way but to bullshit your way out of it. And you start quoting people that you don't even know, like Albert Einstein and Siddhartha Gautama. Like, who the fuck is that? Is that guy even real? Like, what? I think that the worst part is that even though we complain endlessly about this, we still give in to the system. We need the system and the system needs us. But don't get me wrong, I know that school is somehow important in that it has its positive sides, such as education and education. And let's not forget about the education. Pretty important nowadays. But nobody wants to talk about the good things. You just want to hear me rant. Let's be honest. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I have no freaking idea of how to end a YouTube video. Should I tell you to subscribe? Should I tell you to like my video? Or I don't know, share or reblog, whatever you do with videos that you like. I don't know. Just please comment if you agree with what I just said, because if you don't, you probably have some problems that should be fixed right away. And yeah, I'm gonna try to keep uploading videos because this is something that I decided to do because I gave up dancing, which was something that I've been doing for around 15 years of my life. And when you give up something like that, you really find yourself doing nothing and you want to do something productive. I'm still going to keep complaining about stuff because trust me, there are tons and tons of things that are bothering me right now. You're probably interested in them too. So yes, I'm going to go. Farewell, my friends. May the force be with you. I have no idea how to wink. Bye!